potentially cracking contest to conclude session 2 of round of 16 day in the singles draws. Two coaches in position here. Christian Karlsson, the Swede, awaits.
First game, Jorgic to serve, level.
Jorgic having won the coin toss a few moments ago here to get this underway.
Love, 1. Two, love.
Already you can see both of them quite happy to spend time away from the table with their power and their control.
Yeah, this is a battle of the backhands, this game. It's going to be very interesting to see who is able to impose their game. Because either player can... Umpire there calling up the serve. A warning for Hugo.
He was actually called for it, wasn't he, in the match with Cho. Yeah, as I say, it was it's the assistant here actually is leading the warning. Got to keep that ball visible, throw it up, of course, vertically, not beyond the line, not into the table as well.
1, 3.
Just suggesting from what I was hearing it, maybe they were thinking he was just kind of hiding it a little bit. You need to keep it visible. A little bit surprised by that because he's got fairly high, you know, it's not exactly the shortest ball toss out there at Hugo Calderano, so I wouldn't see that would be a problem, but anyway.
It is interesting. This tournament, I've never seen so many service call-ups in one event, actually. So maybe the umpires have been, you know, I don't know, but it's been happening a lot. Yeah,
and definitely. Well, he was called for it, so there's maybe a bit of consistency there. They're spotting something because he was called for it in the match with Cho as well.
3 all.
This is a tactically quite an interesting match as well because you talk about it being the battle of the backhands between them. They're both backhand dominant players, and more than that. Normally, traditionally, you try and stay away from players' forehand, wouldn't you? But I mean, the boot's on the other foot here a bit, isn't it? They want to kind of keep away from each other's backhand sides.
It's true. It's going to be interesting to see who's winning the short game and getting that attack in first. So there's Hugo there, ripping the backhand forehand combo.
Yeah, it's not to say either of their forehands are too shabby either, but it's the backhands that get everyone talking. Quality they can bring off that wing, both of them.
You see the quality there on Darko's backhand, loads of spin. Look at this, whipping into the ball. Hugo couldn't keep it down. Interesting game, both these players have never played each other before.
Let, for all.
There's a big rally.
Yeah, good trade.
Very similar in technique with their forehands as well. Just huge swings. Very clean, both of them.
Let, for 5. Six, 4.
Where Hugo stepped in over the table there for that backhand. Had the bat below the table, then whipped it over the top. There's that backhand, this time from Darko. Slow ball from Hugo, looked decent. But Darko whipped it, here it is here. Boom.
That crouch, that service position of Calderano. It's well read. I mean, that's flicked back. He's not even out of that action there. Flicked back with interest by Jorgic.
It's ridiculous how he's getting that much pace on the ball from the flick.
Calderano trying to muscle his way on top of Jorgic there. It's fascinating, this wrestle, an arm wrestle in a way, for supremacy, for, as we said, not just points like this, but actually the way they play out is key in this matchup. And to play it on their terms, who gets that first opportunity in the rally.
7-all.
See that touch play there over the table from Darko. Kept it tight, got the flick in first. Very close exchanges so far.
Interesting in terms of the position that he adopts. I mean, we talked a lot, actually, Calderano's win over Cho, about the ball toss. Damn, just looking at that service a little bit more now there in terms of how low he's getting as well, the position here, Calderano, to deliver the service.
Yeah, it means he can use his body into the ball as well and really get acceleration from the wrist into the ball. See here.
And the fact that he's round the side, I suppose some people would say, they say, okay, well, it's going to be difficult for him in that position to get back to the centre of the table to play his third ball. It's pretty commonplace in the sport because you want to get side on there. Just explain why that's the case.
Well, of course, when you've done the serve, you use your body so you can turn into them position.
Yeah.
So as you're doing the serve, you turn in.
So you're using the corner of the table, basically, coming around the corner of the table,
8-9.
Whereas if you're square on, you can't use your body for the momentum into the serve. That was a great backhand there from Darko. Out wide into the forehand. Both players are finding each other's wide forehand.
Quality receive from Calderano. Two game points then for the second seed here. Impactful play from Calderano as always. Sees out that first game with Jorgic. 11-8.
Just saw that last rally there, Guy. You asked me earlier what's going to be the difference between these two. It's whoever's winning the short game. So notice Hugo here steps in, fantastic retouch, and then he got the ball popped up so he can attack first. And then Darko's on the back foot. Now, whichever player's doing that more often is going to win this match. Fantastic retouch there. See how it just sits up.
Jean-René Uni is the coach of Calderano. Be delighted with that first game, Calderano. You actually posed the question. Well, you've got a question posed. We'll come on to it in a moment. Look at the head-to-head first of all, Dan. In terms of the world rankings, I mean, Jorgic, though, we know about Calderano, first Latin American to break the top 10 in the world rankings. But Jorgic, for me, is a really interesting one now, where he's at this point in his career, because I think he's going to go a lot higher than that. I can see this guy being top 15, top 20 quite easily with his improvements he's made.
Absolutely. I mean, he's beaten multiple players in the top 20. I mean, he took out Marcus Freitas in this event 3-0. Marcus Freitas has been top 10 in the world.
Yeah.
You know, and Darko, he's so relaxed. He enjoys his table tennis. He's got really dangerous shots. So when he's on fire, when he's on form, he can literally beat anyone.
Calderano to serve. Level.
It's similar to Hugo. When Hugo beat Fan Zhendong, Hugo, you know, he's got the shots and he's got that game to take table tennis to that next level.
One, love.
Brilliant play there from Darko. He's holding off Hugo's shots, blocking him quite comfortably. He's enjoying it out there, look.
Yeah.
Block from the middle.
He's enjoying the ball coming onto him.
2-1.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that run with Jorgic at the top 16 Cup just over a year ago, the quality of opponents he beat. I mean, he pushed Timo Boll in the finals. His runner-up there, beat Putsar, Tomislav Putsar in the semis. Beat Wang Yang before that, good player, and beat Vladimir Samsonov round 1. It's really the run that announced him.
2-0.
Manner of the performances. Jorgic was involved, of course, in the restart events, wasn't he, at the end of after the 8 months of shutdown. So he picked up more experience there. I think you're just seeing him, he's just absorbing that, loves these stages. We talk again and again about that, about players. It's fine, you put World Table Tennis there, you put the big events, you give them the opportunity, but some players naturally can take advantage of that more than others. They really step up their game. We've seen it last week and this so far. Some players really embrace the occasion. I think he's going to be another one that does that.
2-4.
Yeah, I think so too. He's got that sort of game. He's very positive all the time, playing the big shots and
trying to get the receiving off that huge high ball toss. We enjoy of Calderano. Gets the timing right there to make it difficult for Jorgic on the receive.
2-5.
yeah, good spin there from Hugo. Again, Hugo's the one that's usually opening first against these two. You know, Darko often on the back foot. I feel like Darko needs to be making the attack first.
6-2.
Cutting a bit of a frustrated figure, Jorgic, because he knows he's a bit closer to Calderano than this, and the scoreline at the moment, 11-8, 6-2.
6-3.
That was better there from Darko. Made the attack first. Good flick. Deep into the middle.
Or 6. Or 7.
Brilliant receive of serve from Hugo, because it looks like he's going to go in for a flick here, but then he just slightly knocked the ball over, which caught Darko off guard. So that's the sort of variation that's why Hugo's top 10 in the world right now. And then that time he then releases the backhand flicks. This variation that keeps his opponents guessing all the time.
You know, he's got so much. I mean, they both have off that backhand side. That's a good example of it. No, it's a question actually I forgot to ask you after all this, Dan, that you posed, which has got social media talking. You normally have this effect on people, don't you? Open up debate about Calderano's best backhand. We were putting it on the @WTT on the social about this. Lots of comments. He's got so many options on the backhand side. They both have here, which, as you said,
yeah,
particularly Calderano.
For sure. One of my favourite shots from Hugo is that double-handed backhand against Harimoto in the World Tour Grand Finals in Korea a few years ago. It was ridiculous. Double-handed passing winner.
Yeah. He's got the flick backhand as well, which has set him on the way. That received to being 2 points from this second game.
Let 9-4.
Yeah, Hugo 9-4 up. He's just been so strong.
Let 9-4.
It's just this variation, you know. Darko has no idea what serve Hugo's going to do here. There's so much variation.
14.
It's those first shots again, isn't it? Calderano.
5,
The rally
10.
goes on a little bit longer. Jorgic there, maybe you come into it a bit more, but Calderano, as you've pointed out, has been so efficient in the early stages of the rallies in general. There, he gets a good third ball in though, Jorgic. That's 2 game points saved.
I think Jorgic has got to attack first for me. I feel like when Hugo is making this attack first, he's just too dominant in a rally. Even though Darko is receiving some and getting them back, but it's not enough.
Third game point. That's the one. In control here, controlling the matchup. Hugo Calderano, 2 up in games now on Darko Jorgic here.
There's that high toss serve. Fizzing with backspin. Darko there dumped it into the bottom of the net. Look at the wrist here from Hugo, cutting underneath the ball. And goes into a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, very good from Calderano. Again, as I said, you posed the question on the commentary, which is Hugo Calderano's best backhand. You make the case for the double-hander. We haven't seen that yet, actually, from him, the kind of tennis style backhand, but we saw plenty of flicks. We've seen him go cross table. We've seen him play with variety. Get in touch, of course. Put your comments in on that hashtag WTT Doha. Which do you think is Hugo Calderano's best backhand? Do you agree with Dan? Do you disagree with him here on this? More importantly, here in terms of this matchup, as we said, he's managing it so well. And what has Jorgic got here? Maybe just a sighter there at the end of that second game over how he needs to play the rest of this match.
Of course, it's only best of 5 and anything can happen. Obviously, we know last week Hugo was 2-0 up against Simon Gauzy, and then Simon turned it around and won 3-2, right? Hugo will need to keep the pressure. It's only best of 5. Anything can change. As soon as momentum swings, things can turn and change quite rapidly.
I hope it's a long, glorious path back.
Jorgic to serve. Love
2 down here to Hugo Calderano.
Love 1.
Remaining quarter-final spot at stake here. Christian Karlsson, the Swede, awaits.
One all. Two, 1.
Again, Hugo made the opening attack first, leaving Darko on the back foot all the time.
Oof. 1,
He's
3.
just so clinical, isn't he? He's ruthless, Calderano. His third ball there.
You can hear that sound again you were talking about earlier, guy, that snap, when you get that racket acceleration.
No chance for the Slovenian there.
Oh,
2, 3.
cheeky shot.
Three all.
Oh, lovely touch. Just total control of the point. Command of it from Calderano.
A double bouncer. That's such a high toss serve. Oof.
4 all.
Darko just clipped the net.
Yeah, basically almost goes out of shot, doesn't it?
It's hard for the umpire to read. You know, the umpire called it up earlier. That's going so high. It's very hard to see what's going on.
Not quite.
5, 4.
In addition to everything else, he's got Calderano. He's got wonderful touch, hasn't he, and feel. Almost made that. This is decent from Jorgic, though. Mini recovery. This third game happening for the Slovenian.
Yeah, a lot more positive. He's getting his shots into play now, rather than Hugo, the one always dictating the play. And here's that Hugo then on his serve. Oh, where's that back?
5-6.
Just clipped the net. Interesting there. Hugo went for the lower toss serve. Allows him to get into the play quicker. But when he does his high toss, he's getting so much spin on the ball. So the velocity, the speed, it comes down.
Left. 5-6.
This high toss as well, it's hard for your opponent to read the cues of the action, because, you know, you get distracted. You look in the air, you're watching the ball. It's getting lost in the lights.
But it's all about that variety again, isn't it, Dan? That's the thing. You don't always want to be going the same way. And, of course, he's got this at his disposal, different serves, different heights of the tosses, just to keep Jorgic guessing.
Absolutely, and we just saw that Hugo won the point outright on his serve. Heavy backspin into the forehand corner.
Andrea Oshtisek, coach of Jorgic there. Change really in expression, but I know the importance if you can put together a few points, because Calderano's come back again here. Couple on the spin from behind.
7-all.
Oh, nice block there from Darko. Got caught out, but still managed to just control the ball in. Look at that, he's on his forehand side, then it just changes to his backhand in a split second. Incredible reactions. The ball long and fast.
Eight, 9.
Yeah, Hugo read that long serve there, got the spin in.
9-all.
Rare error on the flick receive from Calderano.
Yeah. Looked like he was there in position, maybe just slightly rushed it, bit too much pace on the ball. But then we do normally see those fly past the opponents as well.
Hence the description of it being rare. I mean, normally you're seeing it, as you say, fizzed by the opponent. Calderano, so efficient normally. But this has got Jorgic here. 2 points from the game, but of course Calderano with the service 2 points away from the win.
Ten, 9.
Yeah, Hugo done well there. Darko got him right out of position on that wide forehand. In his top-to-top exchange. Darko going for the around-the-net glory.
Match point.
Oh,
well saved.
yeah, brilliant. Darko just waiting for that backhand.
Ten, 11.
Right, saved a match point. Now Jorgic looking to take this one into a fourth.
12,
No,
10.
fell away, and Jorgic back into this now. He saves a match point. Calderano can't convert, and the Slovenian now trails 2-1 here.
See Darko winning the short game, good touch, and that's what he's done a lot better in this game here. He's been better around the net, he's been attacking more. He's forcing Hugo more unforced errors as well, because it's not as, it's more unpredictable. Hugo just really, he lashed it out at that last ball there. It's easy to do in table tennis. You see it, you see the ball there, the opportunity.
It's been such a good improvement, and you see there with Jorgic how he hung around, saved the match point, and he's right back in this, the best of 5. Yes, of course, Calderano is still a big favourite, but he's still in there, back at 2-1 now. He's someone who's really prolific as a junior in terms of his development, and maybe, as you say, taking a little while. The upward curve is not always consistent for players. Lots of reasons why elite level sport, as we know, why you don't always not able to continue that progress at the same rate. But, he's worked himself up the rankings. And, he's back in a decent place in this one. The remaining round of 16 in the men's singles here at the Lusail Sports Arena. This fantastic setting. Wonderful fetching colour scheme as well. Different colour schemes in World Table Tennis to signify the different levels of event. This is in the WTT Contender series, hence the blue on black. And the Contender, Jorgic, back into things against the star, Calderano. 2-1 down.
One love. Love 2. One, 2.
A few times Darko's got Hugo in that area there, serving short into the forehand side.
Let. 1, 2.
Oh, so good from Jorgic. His position at the table as well. He was just bossing it to Hugo here.
And this last one, he took it so early. Hugo done well to get that back. But that last ball there, too wide. Such similar style of players.
3, 2. All.
Jorgic back at Calderano again here. He can't shake him off early in this 4th. Mistakes now on the backhand side from Calderano, slipping from the levels that he set in the first couple of games of this match. A lot of that, though, as you suggested, Dan, it's been put under more pressure now by Jorgic, occupying positions closer to the table as well. I just felt in the first couple of games, Jorgic maybe gave him a bit too much respect, actually, the way he played. Because we know Jorgic, we set this up, that they've got similar ways, similar weaponry that they've got. But we didn't see so much because Jorgic was just stepping back and I think just prepared to play passively.
Exactly, now he's really opening up. He's doing backhand counters, he's finding the lines. Look at this backhand here off of Hugo's flick. Brilliant.
He wasn't too far away in the first game for all of that, but you felt Calderano was kind of comfortable, especially in the second. He was, you said at the time, dictating a lot of the points. But as it's gone on now, seeing a lot more from the Slovenian as an attacking force. There we go.
3-6.
Take that, he says.
I mean, that was 2 good shots there from Hugo. Fantastic serve. Got him in first with a nice forehand. But Darko able to counter topspin. Clipped the net, but fantastic exchanges from both players, and Darko coming out on top. Get this backhand here. Just clip the net.
8-3.
Saying this earlier, Guy, how quickly the game can turn around when it's best of 5. I mean, Darko's got the momentum now. He's 8-3 up. If he wins this going into the 5th, what a turnaround.
It's the best of 5 dynamic, isn't it? Because now, as you said, he's countering. I mean, yes, he's away from the table there, but compared with the first couple of games here, Jorgic, he was just kind of feeding Calderano. Now there's much more on the ball in response, and that's why Calderano has eventually gone for a bit too much there. Frustrated. Now, of course, Calderano was 2 up on Simon Gauzy in the quarters of the Contender event last week and lost in 5. There's a long way to go here. He's still
4-9.
You still feel, even if it goes to a 5th, he's another opportunity. But of course, that will start to come into the mind, I'm sure, because it's so fresh. His last defeat was from 2 up.
9-5.
Looked so good for him, didn't it, at 2 up? He was cruising along.
Yeah, Darko started to find his game. He's serving better. He's attacking first more.
Let 9-5.
Darko saying it's a net.
Yeah, do you feel Calderano's just rushing a little bit here as well? Brazilian, just a touch because of what's coming at him.
That happens when your opponent puts you under pressure. You naturally do begin to rush a bit more.
Oh,
just ended it on the net. The battle of the backhands continues.
I mean, that camera angle was fantastic, though, wasn't it? Just see Beautiful. The work on how much they're trying to put in here. Because Jorgic turning that point around, becoming more and more aggressive, countering, pushing Calderano back. Game points.
Let 10-5.
Oh.
16.
That time Hugo's ready for the backhand flick. Oh. So much wrist acceleration.
Throwback to how he started the match. Still 4 more game points.
$17.
Just misjudged the ball there, lost his timing. But again, Hugo opened the attack first.
Overdoes it, and Calderano, having been 2 up on Jorgic, she's now brought back here into a deciding 5th game. Excellent stuff from the Slovenian. To pull this level.
5th and final game. The backhand powerhouses both putting on a fantastic display for everyone watching. Darko right now with the momentum.
Game is 11-7 there, so back from 2 down. And as we say now, Calderano, the fact that he lost in 5 from 2 up in the quarterfinals in WTT Contender Doha, maybe that's in mind. Does that play a factor, or is it more, as you suggest, maybe Jorgic has got a bit of momentum now in this matchup? What are the key things for you heading into this 5th and final game?
I think right now both players want to just try and get a slight lead. They want to get a good start. They know they've both got to be positive. They'll win the short game. I think we're going to see Darko continue to serve more into the forehand area of Hugo, but also long fast to the backhand, because Hugo's stepping around. But yeah, I think for Hugo, he needs to look for the elbow point of Darko. He's very solid with the blocking, both backhand to forehand on the both wings. Find the body more.
Jorgic to serve. Love all.
Yeah, these first few points are crucial for both players.
Yeah, decider here.
One.
Fifth game decider for the remaining quarter-final spot here in the men's singles at WTT Star Contender Doha. Hugo Calderano pegged back from 2 up by Darko Jorgic.
Oh. 2-love.
Darko had Hugo out of position there. Had him beat, but just clipped the net.
Two, one. One, three.
Three of the first 4 points here for Calderano.
One, four.
Yeah, dialed in start here. Thought Jorgic might have had the momentum, but Calderano trying to get it back very quickly here. Fast start to the final game.
Very
the Brazilian.
fast start.
Yeah, it's how he started the match, really.
You know, Hugo made all the initiatives. He took the attacks. He was touching the ball well off the receives, getting the attack in first.
See how he goes here, Jorgic, because he's been behind before, using the timeout now here with best of starts to this deciding game for him. Calderano, on the other hand, very pleased with this after falling victim to the fight back. And in mind of what you said all along, really. I mean, the guy who wins this match is the one who can dictate first, in a sense, bring their own plays in.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both very similar. Same sort of style, same sort of big shots, and whoever's getting those in more often than is usually going to win the point. But then again, Darko, fantastic backhand counter there.
And the push to get Calderano brushing up and then straight in on that.
That was a great shot. Oh,
4-3.
that's class. That's 2 in a row now from Darko to counter topspin. We were saying that Darko needs to try and attack first, but you know, look, he's showing different here. He can counter topspin it so well. And again.
All.
Yeah, in the right place and able to find the right contact here, Jorgic.
The last 3 rallies, Hugo has made the attack first, but Darko's just returned with interest.
Or 5.
Nice backhand there, so Hugo wins on the turnaround 5-4 in this 5th deciding game.
Five all.
For presses again there, Calderano. First to it, but so eager. Too eager.
That's it. This is pressure now. It's pressure points. It's 5-all. It's 2-2. See what happens.
Five, 6.
2 in a row like that now. Have we just slightly rushed it?
Yeah, I think so.
You mean you got to think about it. Hugo's worried that Darko's just going to counter topspin past him if the shot is not good enough quality. So that's in his mind as well.
Yeah, it's rushing the shot because the thing is, he's got time. It's not like he's been rushed in the first place. He's got time to set, balance and set there, Calderano. Just rushing through the shot with the arm. Now we see Jorgic there as an aggressive force. And what about this for a turnaround? He lost 4 of the first 5 points in the decider. Now, this is quite a run.
Yeah, Darko's so calm there. Good timing, not too far away from the table.
Eight, 5.
There's that serve that was working so well in the previous games. Heavy backspin to the forehand. We've got a timeout now from the Hugo bench.
Yeah, that's not surprising. They kept it in. Mouni, his coach, Jean-René Mouni, has called it now because Calderano could be slipping to another defeat here from 2 games up. 3 points adrift in this decider.
What Darko does if he cancels him out.
And he had match point, remember, in the 3rd game. Had that match point at 10-9. It's that eat away as well.
I mean, it does play in your mind a little bit, you know, but these players, they have psychologists and stuff, and they know how to control their mind and think about the moment.
It's all about the moment, at the moment, for both these two. Quarter-final spot at stake. Darko Jorgic 3 away. No, that's long, so now Jorgic service back with Calderano.
Jorgic went for it.
Seven, 8.
Good timeout call there, really. 2 points saved here by Hugo.
Nine, 7.
Just clawed it back. Hugo in first, but Darko just got his back behind the ball. He just jumped through the table. This one here.
He didn't come on quite as much as he wanted, just held there a little bit in the air.
Let 9, 7.
2 serves here for Jorgic. Take them both, and a quarter-final spot's his. Oh,
10, 7.
he's so, again, the phrase is so eager, Calderano. He's been so keen to kill. Maybe
He's done everything perfect up to that point now. Fantastic touch. Look at that touch shot. It's popped up. And you're right. It's just wanting it.
just panicking ever so slightly. It's a strong word to use it, just a measure of it. Match point.
That's better. They're nice and relaxed.
8,
Yeah.
10.
Still 2 more, though, back on the Calderano serve. It's not outright panic, it's just he's so keen, you know, for the reasons you've discussed.
Yeah, going for the power, avoiding the counter.
There's a lot of things he's balancing there, but that's the reason for the panic. Is just he's just rushing a little bit to the shot sometimes, Calderano, to the contact point. 2 more match points. And when he's
9,
loose
10.
like that, times it so sweetly. It's such a difference.
Yes, brilliant combination. And able to do those shots at match point down. That's what Hugo's all about.
So he's had 2 now. Calderano, of course, had a match point in the 3rd game.
Ten all.
Efficiently saved again. So this is going right to it, right to the wire, this one. Jorgic has had 3 match points there. Calderano earlier in the contest had 1. 10 all in the 5th.
That time Hugo made sure that forehand was going on. Whew. Oh! No way!
11-10.
Incredible point.
What about that rally for a rally at 10-0 in the 5th? Clipped the net, got it back. Oh. Oh, Hugo pivoted there for the forehand.
Had a match point, of course, at 10-9 in the 3rd, Calderano. His 2nd match point arrives sometime later here. 11-10 up in the 5th. Can he convert this time? No.
11 all.
Again, denied.
That forehand again. He's getting the position he wants. He's done a fantastic serve there. He's just popped long from Darko. Maybe, you know, like what we said, Darko's counter topspin has been so effective. It's just put Hugo under pressure on his first ball.
Well, they can do nothing really at this point. Both timeouts used. Coaches can just watch on here. 2 games all, 11 all in the 5th.
Let. 11 all.
Jorgic has had 3 match points. Calderano's had 2. Spread over a much wider period of time, of course. Excellent from Jorgic. Also from Calderano, the reaction.
The way Jorgic moved in on this backhand here from that forehand corner, brilliant. His footwork, right foot steps in. Gives him the match point, another match point.
Yeah, number 4. Back on the Calderano ball. Oh.
11.
Ends on a foul serve. Disappointing end to what was a cracking match. And Darko Jorgic comes there from 2 games down and saves 2 match points to reach the quarterfinals here at WTT Star Contender Doha, dumping Hugo Calderano out in the process.
Big win there for Darko on the world stage. Took out Hugo Calderano, the world number 6. Darko, of course, world number 31. A fantastic look at his smile there. He knows how big of a win that was.
Yeah, huge win for him. As you say, and 25 spots below in the rankings. I think his coach can quite believe it there as well. From 2 down, saving the match points. Remember in the 3rd as well he did it, and then he saved another one there. Before that, he was 10-7 up. How do you begin to describe all of this? Just a stunning comeback win from the Slovenian, and he's through to the last 8.